Emissions up to 2 times higher. You can have cost reductions up to 25%. You can have innovation potential up to 9 times higher. Asset optimization. These are real numbers. And how do you do it? What does it all mean? Main thing is really this, that unless you work on a cohesive structure and system and process execution and removing the external constraints, supply chain transformation is not going to be successful. That's probably the key message out of this whole presentation. I'll skip this slide. So how to avoid the trap of outdated thinking? What can you do today to start your journey? What can help along the way? Well, first thing is separate the hype from the reality. There's a lot of hype out there. There's technologies which are at least 20 years away and people are talking about it today. You need to separate the hype from the reality. Avoid traditional thinking. I contrasted the traditional thinking, which is industrial age thinking really, with the information age thinking. So avoid the industrial age thinking. It is quite rampant and you have to really get out of it and then pull people out of it slowly. And then know what the victory will look like. Of course, knowledge is not enough unless you act on it. So that's the point too, act on it. And finally, avoid some of the things, like I said, don't fall for hype, don't have diffused leadership. And most important really is avoid the cookie cutter models. There's far too many cookie cutter models out there. They don't work. So modern supply chain management really replaces luck. That's what I say to CEOs and people. And how does it help integration? Basically, you'll get happy customers, happy staff, less stress, asset optimization, more profits. This is the last slide I'm going to show, and then I'm going to stop for questions. So value of the modern supply chain management is really coming out of 5 streams, as you see in the diagram out there. The red stream is strategic sourcing. It's still part of value of modern supply chain management. The orange stream is logistics. So cannot ignore it. Logistics optimization is still quite valuable. But moving beyond that into supply chain management 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0, that's where there's a lot of value sitting within your companies. And every day we go in companies and see that value and gradually extract that value, sometimes over a period of months, sometimes even longer. So supply chain 1.0 is all about doing sales and operations planning, demand planning, the traditional things that you would probably have done for the last 15 years, but doing them well. And 2.0 is then moving beyond that with dynamic, flexible systems, with more inclusive planning, getting finance involved into it, integrated business planning. And 3.0 gets into collaboration, into innovation, segmentation of supply chain, creating customer delight. These are all possible today. I'm not talking about Internet of Things, I'm not talking about robotics, I'm not talking about driverless vehicles. All those things will come. But if you don't do these basics now,